Hello everyone, and now welcome to game number 2 in the series between Foggy and Cechi, a Night Elf vs Undead matchup, this time taking place here on Last Refuge. We see Foggy spawning as the red Night Elf over here on the bottom left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, over here on the top right, Cechi has spawned as the yellow Undead. Cechi, who was winning throughout most of game number 1, but then getting caught pretty much in creeping and catching an obsidian statue in transit. Perhaps one of the luckiest things that happened to Foggy in that last matchup, able to pick off the victory there. Now hats off to Foggy to continue to try and put pressure on Cechi when he was so far across the map trying to run back down in that previous game. As we look on into game number 2, we are going to be looking at a Demon Hunter coming out from Foggy. No big surprise there. Death Knight should be coming out from Cechi as well in just a moment. There you have it. Sells the Scroll of Town Portal. Picks up a Rod of Necromancy. And now, after the quick detonation, the Death Knight is out on his way. Death Knight opting to not go for Unholy Aura, instead just wandering around. But it is going to end up being spotted by a second Wisp from Foggy. Foggy pretty much, knows that his plan, what Cechi's plan is going to be as the Death Knight now rounds around the corner. We are going to see a hit there, maybe another hit as well, as the Demon Hunter is waiting to see for that Death Knight to actually choose a skill. Once the Death Knight chose the skill of Unholy Aura, the Demon Hunter knows, you know what, there is really no reason for me to try and mana burn, as all that mana is not really useful to you anyways. Right now, I want to save these Moonwells as a way for me to do a little bit more damage. And Cechi was actually trying to be a little bit tricky there. He purposely moved the Death Knight out separate from his ghouls in an attempt to try and take down some of these units. All right. Archer gonna get drain these Moonwells very, very fast, and that's exactly what you see there, as you now see the remaining units trying to run back around here. All right, are we gonna see a detonation? There you go, as the skeletal minions now popping back out. Death Knight losing a little bit more mana once again, as we now have another surround. All right, Demon Hunter down to 400, down to 300 some odd hit points. Beautiful micro by Cechi to save all those, as we now see level 2 on the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter gets to level 2, realizes he has to now Scroll of Town Portal because of the level 2 difference, as we now see the Moonwells getting that Demon Hunter back up to a considerable half health. Now, if that Demon Hunter had mana burned that Death Knight would be taking a little bit more damage, but the Demon Hunter would not be so high on life. So Foggy doing a great job managing his Moonwell energy right now, as we see a Dust of Appearance quickly go down before even the Archer has a chance to Shadow Meld. All right, coming back off to the north, Death Knight now trying to get in position. Demon Hunter now running back around here. Foggy is gonna have to really keep on his toes, as more and more archers are gonna be making their way out. Demon Hunter able to slip through, and there's a handful of archers ready to go. 4 archers now may be able to turn back around, start engaging, as the Ancient of War finally starts fighting back as well. Archer very, very low on hit points. Shadow melds and gets it in time, only to see another Dust of Appearance charge be used. Demon Hunter now looking to run back again. One Moonwell was taken down. 24 over 30 supply. That is some hit points. That is going to be critical, as the Demon Hunter now makes his way back off to the north. Ghouls making their way back off to the north over here as well. Death Knight picks up Boots of Speed and another pack of Dust of Appearance. So far, those Dust of Appearances have been perfect in revealing those archers, as the Ancient of War now moves off into position. Now, it looks as though the Death Knight is going to continue to run around and perhaps offer or get into a favorable position here. As you can see right there, that Demon Hunter not in a good spot, constantly getting pathed. Are the ghouls going to be able to engage and surround? Yes, we are. Scroll of Town Portal. There goes one low hit point ghoul, going to try and come back and engage. There's the Staff of Teleportation. One ghoul down. A second ghoul could get taken down as well. No. Only losing a ghoul, only to get a Demon Hunter down to, into the red, and now have him come back a little bit back up to full wow, those Moonwells working overtime as a new Moonwell was constructed, getting that Demon Hunter back into a good position. All right, Naga Sea Witch with cold arrows. All right, Foggy's going to have to dodge another big bullet here, but the archers and Ancient of War are all in position. One skeletal minion not getting the memo to body block that Demon Hunter, as the Demon Hunter still far too fast. Demon Hunter now trying to slip back away. One Moonwell down up to 173, so that is going to maintain that for quite some time as the archers are continuing to fight here as well. Now Cechi is trying to go after some of those lower hit point units. Is he going to go after that Demon Hunter? No. Oh wow, one Ghoul now very, very low on hit points, heading back off to the north. Looks like it will be able to survive. Trying to go after these archers is actually very dangerous as another archer does get taken down. Demon Hunter gets another blow off onto the Death Knight, and the Demon Hunter just has to consider his options. Does he actually want to try and mana burn this Naga Sea Witch? We may see the mana burn here. There's some body blocking underway as the Naga Sea Witch of Foggy is going to purposely head around the other way to try and intercept. Boots of Speed. Boots of Speed given to the Naga Sea Witch. This Naga Sea Witch trying to get off a cold arrow goes after a Ghoul instead, and now the Death Knight trying to body block 2 units takes a mana burn and some cold arrows as the Death Knight will be able to save his underlings for at least a little while longer. Beautiful play by Foggy to remain cool under pressure. Cechi picking off a handful of archers, but at the cost of some ghouls as well. That is not a very, very favorable trade, as we now see Foggy's going to be the one getting caught while trying to do a little bit of creeping. Mana burn straight up on... No mana burn on the Naga Sea Witch. We may see some cold arrows. What's going on here? Going straight after. There's a potion of healing already, as the ghouls look like they're going to get taken down. All right, let's take a look at this down over here. One ghoul trying to get within range, and the Death Knight trying to catch up, and is it going to be enough? There is the Naga Sea Witch taking a little bit of damage. We may end up getting boxed in here for that Naga Sea Witch, and is it going to be enough? Yes, there is the box. Naga Sea Witch here now needs to try and run away. Is it going to get a Dying Wish? Yes, Dying Wish of taking out another Naga Sea Witch before that Naga Sea Witch falls herself. The cold arrows. Cold arrows just doing so much damage there, reversing, and that Naga Sea Witch knew that, you know what, I am gonna die, but if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna take something out with me, dealing a terrible, terrible blow there. Heroes currently resurrecting. 1, 2, both of them resurrecting relatively quickly. Crypt Fiends now joining back out on the fight, as both sides do not want to engage on their opponent's army. They know that doing so right now, they would be going up against an army with a resurrecting hero about to respawn, while their own resurrecting hero back at base. That walk time would simply be far too much, and therefore you see a little bit of a break in the constant action against these two particular teams. Now, Naga Sea Witch looking to clear out this one particular creep camp. Meanwhile, what consumable was dropped here? Oh wow, Tome of Experience. Is it going to be given to the Naga Sea Witch? Yes, it will. Demon Hunter sitting at level 3. Death Knight is off over here as well, sitting at level 2 and 100-point mana burn. This is actually where Foggy wants to be. He wants to be at level 3, while the Death Knight and the Naga Sea Witch is both sitting at level 2 and level 1. The 100-point mana burn efficiently trading mana off of that Death Knight, and the Death Knight can try to get off a Death Coil, but by the time the next round of, exchanges goes, that Death Knight will pretty much be out of mana. We are looking at the Obsidian Statue, looking to, replenish this army. Supply count sitting at 43 over 50, compared to 36 over 50 by Foggy. Foggy currently winning the hero war, but currently behind in the, supply war, but is ahead in terms of tech. Nope, both sides are currently sitting at Black Citadel, but we are getting bears compared to just getting Obsidian Statues and, eventually Destroyers as well. Naga Sea Witch looking to finish off an Ogre Magi here. Gonna be able to do exactly that. Get to level 3. Tome of Experience definitely helping out. Gloves of Haste adding in a little bit more damage for that Night Elf army. And Demon Hunter taking a little bit of damage as well, but the Druids of the Claw, who are already at Adept training, should be able to rejuvenate all of that damage off. Lich is out onto the field as well with an Orb of Corruption. That Orb of Corruption will be key. Foggy knows exactly where Cechi is with one particular Sentry Ward there. Death Knight, quick, easy kill right there with that Lich, purposely using the Death Coil and auto attack of that Lich to try and engage, as the units are now just wandering back around every which way on the map. Very effective creeping out by Foggy, going after the Ogre Mauler creep camp here, picking up an Ankh of Reincarnation. We may see a selling of that item. That item is well, questionable in use, since your first death still does give experience off to your opponent. Most of the time, players would prefer a Potion of Greater Healing or Potion of Invulnerability, as in 15 seconds, well, 15 seconds you normally take more damage anyways than that Ankh of Reincarnation would give back to you. All right, let's take a look back across over here. Destroyers are in position. You can see a couple of Dryads ready to go. Slow poison, however, on those Dryads, and Orb of Venom is on that Demon Hunter. Currently with plus 11 damage, Naga Sea Witch with those Gloves of Haste. And we're going to look at Cechi, look to clear out this Ogre Lord creep camp. Now, as long as there is not another potential creep jack, he should be fine. But a potential creep jack could be in play, as we're looking at the Dryads now coming across here. All right, this is going to be very, very bad news. Ogre Lord is going to get taken down. Units are now backing off. Ogre Lord is going to be in between the middle, as the Ogre Lord now fighting and engaging. All right, Naga Sea Witch in a little bit of trouble. Is it going to be able to back off in time? It looks like it will be able to do exactly that, as the Forest Troll Berserkers now finishing off some of these units down on the low ground. All right, Wand of the Wind used by the Death Knight, as you see him picked up momentarily, continuing the fight as well. Fork Lightning coming across. Ghouls are getting taken down. More and more attacks still coming into play as well, as we can see Bear is not getting taken down. Are we going to see another Staff of Preservation? It does not look like it. There it goes. Lich now looking to finish off some more units, but the Death Knight now in a little bit of trouble. Frost Nova trying to finish off this Demon Hunter here. Demon Hunter now looking to back off, as the Crypt Fiends should be able to finish off some of these Dryads very, very easily. All right, you see a Bear in here as well. Death Knight in a little bit of trouble. Staff of Preservation. Demon Hunter right there. Demon Hunter may actually use the Ankh of Reincarnation here in just a moment, and it does. Death Knight, however, now trying to run away. Potion of Invulnerability, is it used? Yes, it will be used in time. Death Knight now trying to retreat all the way back, as the Crypt Fiends and the remaining units still trying to come in here, and Foggy holding on to the Ankh of Reincarnation gets that Demon Hunter back. Nicely done, as the Potion of Invulnerability Death Knight now trying to run back around the other way. Obsidian Statue now trying to run away as well. It looks as though Slow Poison does not work on him. A little bit of a fortunate benefit right there, as the units are all now retreating again. All right, Dryads perhaps expecting the Death Knight to come around the other way. This is beautiful foresight, knowing that the Death Knight is in trouble. And here comes the Naga Sea Witch. Naga Sea Witch gets the Death Knight there. And Foggy, with his crystal ball, trapped the Death Knight into an unfavorable situation and was able to squeeze him out and pop him. All right. Demon Hunter now trying to engage here. Level 2 Naga Sea Witch is all that is left of this real army. It looks as though Cechi does give the good game. Played well, or well played. Not quite sure if he meant WP or PW, but whatever it is, Foggy did play better in game number 2, taking down Cechi and taking the series. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed game 2 and this series. Foggy taking out Cechi 2-0.